Alright guys, today I'll be reviewing Windstarz. I thought it'd be a good idea to take a break from all the Six Flags stuff and review the newest ride at my home park. This is a pretty special ride to me, as this was my first season working at Seabreeze this past season in 2024, and obviously Windstarz opened this season. I was fortunate enough to ride it before it even opened to the public during testing, and I gotta say that was a really good experience. I can't wait for another season of Seabreeze next season, but let's get on to the actual ride. This unfortunately had to replace Flyers. It was a really old Bishroko set of Flyers, so I get it. I get why it was probably hard to get maintenance and everything. Part of that was probably because of people like me and Kevin Dory and all of us who are insane at snapping those. I mean, the security guards would literally just stand around and watch me snap those things sometimes just because it was like insane to watch how good I was at them. So unfortunately I have to go to Knoebels if I want to snap. But that's alright. We've got Windstarz now, and it's definitely a better fit here than Flyers was. If you didn't know what you were doing on Flyers, it was kind of meh. And then if you did know what you were doing like me, it was nothing like a family ride. With Windstarz, it's definitely a lot more balanced. The worst rides are better than the worst on Flyers, but the best definitely aren't better than the best on Flyers, which definitely makes it a better overall family attraction, which is definitely what Seabreeze was going for, because their target demographic is definitely families. So we're going to start off by getting into this queue line. It does not have any theming, but I mean, it's Seabreeze. We're a classic park. We're not Disney or Universal or even Kings Island over here. This is meant to really just be a ride, but I will say it is decorated really nicely. Seabreeze is not open too late usually, but definitely try to stay late if you can, or just go and see the park, because the lights on this ride are really cool. It has a nice lighting package, and I like the overall design of it. You know, this is the basic Windstarz model, and it looks pretty cool. I like the sails and everything, and just overall the way the ride looks. So once you actually get into this ride, you're going to notice it's a pretty weird seatbelt configuration. You're going to clip the seatbelt from under you into a seatbelt that you put around you, and I will say, the seatbelt you put around you like a normal seatbelt, it's fine, but the seatbelt you pick up from under you and attach to the seatbelt is pretty small. If you're on the larger side, you might struggle getting into this. I personally wouldn't know, but I definitely could see it being an issue for some larger guests. I've personally never seen anyone get kicked off of this ride, but I could see it happening if you're definitely a lot larger than most people. But anyways, you're going to take off, the ride's going to start, and you're going to begin your experience. And I know this ride pretty well. I didn't ride it a ton because obviously it's Windstarz, it's nothing too special. But I do know which ride vehicles are better than the others. And vehicle number 4 in particular is definitely the best one. If you can, go to the back and get vehicle 4. All the vehicles are in the same spot every single time they land, and vehicle 4 is pretty much straight back from where you enter. And definitely get that one, because I've definitely had my best rides on this thing in vehicle 4. And in particular, if you're a solo rider, sit on the inside. That's definitely going to make you swing the most. Now, at first glance, this ride may look like a Dumbo ride. I'll tell you right now, it's not. It's definitely not the most thrilling thing out there, but if you know what you're doing, you definitely can get some good swinging and even a little pop of airtime. If you want airtime, you're going to go to the top and then sort of abruptly bring the lever back. You can't really do it too fast. You used to be able to do it a lot faster back in testing, but they definitely toned that down before they opened it to the public, which, I mean, I'm personally not too happy about, but I get it. Definitely from a maintenance standpoint, a safety standpoint maybe even, yeah, that was definitely the right move to do. Because those vehicles would just swing way too high if they kept it the way it was originally. But anyways, back to getting airtime. If you want to actually get airtime, you're going to have to drop slightly and then pop right back up. It has to be like in the blink of an eye from when you push that lever back up to when you hit the top, the max point, if you want to get a little pop of airtime. And it's pretty solid if you do. You get chucked up a little. Definitely nothing too aggressive. Definitely something everyone could experience. But it's still something fun if you want to do that. But the other thing you could do, which takes a bit more skill if you want to do it well, is to get swinging really high. Now, like I said, it doesn't swing too high anymore. I could still get it pretty high, but definitely not as high as it could potentially, which again, I think is pretty sad, but I definitely get why they did not let it run like that. But anyways, if you still want to get some good swinging, you do want to throw your weight into it a little. And the main thing is just popping up the lever like all the way until you actually get to the top. And then you're just naturally going to be swinging anyways. So then just slightly before you're about to hit the main structure of the ride, you're going to want to drop it. And that'll allow you to definitely get a max swing. And then right before you're going to fully extend out, you're going to push it back up. It's definitely a timing to get used to, because you definitely don't want to drop it right when it's about to hit that max swing. You definitely want to time it a bit before if you want that max swing, which is really weird. You definitely have to try it out a few times to get used to it. But once you actually get in that rhythm, it's a pretty fun experience. You swing a bit. It's definitely a little chaotic, not too much though. Nothing on this ride is too extreme, even if you do it really well, which I think is definitely what Seabreeze was going for here. A nice family attraction everyone can experience, and I think it succeeds in that. So it's a 10 out of 10 for what it was trying to do, but if I'm judging it just based off how I judge normal flat rides, I unfortunately have to give it a 5 out of 10. For me at least, it had really big shoes to fill with Flyers, which is a 10 out of 10 flat ride for me. Those are some of the best flat rides in the world, and obviously this isn't even close to as extreme as those, but it's still worth a ride if you go. Definitely come out here and experience it, especially if you have a family, because they'll definitely get a kick out of it. Just know that if you're an enthusiast coming out here, this will not be a knock your socks off experience. This will not be the old Flyers. So let me know what you guys thought of this video down in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.